Hello everybody, I am Pluto Man. This is my channel Poker for Muppets. I've just started a pot limit badugi tournament, and I've haven't had a good morning so far. This is the last tournament I'm going to play this morning. I've already played three, got knocked out of all three well before any money situations came into play. So I've just been moved. Okay, this one's just got underway. A lot of play in this tournament, but yeah, just hasn't. So I played two pot limit Omaha high-low tournaments. Didn't do well in either of them. No limit single draw. Got a little bit further in that one. I've just been eliminated from it, literally in the last minute or so. And that's been me. So yeah, if I look at a no limit single draw, where is it? I can't see it anymore. Yeah, no limit single draw. Yeah, I've been eliminated in 21st place. Okay. So actually, I did. No, what do I want to do? I'm going to draw two here. Actually, it's kind of weird doing that, but my draw is a big improvement now. Can I get it? Oh, am I going to get another look? Yes. I think I was a bit tight with my no limit single draw play. Just betting 150. I'm actually going to let it go. The pot's not very big. Only getting 2 to 1, 3 to 1 if equals. Do 2 though, which is interesting. But oh, now he's wow, check raise. That's interesting. I got check raised and called. I played this one hand which was really, I played it terribly. A lot of other stuff I don't think I played very well either. The other problem I faced, wow, is that God, so your bounty's in play now. No, it's not now because he's out of the hand. I'm gonna fold 7-5. It's gonna get into a bit of trouble, I think. The other problem I faced in that tournament was players who actually didn't know the rules of the tournament, and I folded hands where if I'd known that they didn't know the rules of the tournament, I would have called, but I didn't. I'm gonna fold this. Marginal could raise it up. What an interesting. Shall I try and do something with this? Not now, not with him in. I'm not going to do it. If I was first in, I think I would have opened this up. Hopeless. Okay, that was 6 months ago now, or just over 5 months ago. But yeah, limping in and drawing 3. That's the thing. I don't think he's going to be continuing. Oh God, I didn't realise you were so short. Maybe I should have. That was the other reason why I shouldn't have. I couldn't do what I did there. And he gets a little double up. Okay, so still a tiny stack. So I've got a badugi. Okay, I just want to he wants to shove or something. Okay, how many? Just one. Oh dear. I was expecting it to be more than that. Okay, about half the pot. I'm actually going to fold. I'm going to fold immediately. Just pretty near the bottom of my range there. I mean, who knows? He could have a badugi. Could be bluffing rather, with a 3 card or something. But I don't think so. And I mean, you have to fold sometimes to that. And got a bad hand, so let it go. Not a good start to this tournament either, honestly. So his bounty's in play. I actually wanted him to come in there. Let's see. I'm actually going to fold here, I think. Yeah, okay. It's not a min 3-bet, but it's a pretty small 3-bet. Going to fold. I think I would have even folded to the initial raise, because, well, yeah. Yeah. What did he have a pat? Did he have that pat? I think he did. Tenchi Tom, haven't seen you. And he's not a great player. And I've got this hard chat here too. God. Don't see him play badugi so much, but, you know. Red Cosmic D. I wonder what the D stands for. Nice name. With Cosmic in its name is is a nice name. It's pretty much break time. Get a coffee. Let's stick the kettle on now, eh? Right, so this is the break right now. So this one goes down. It's a big pot. And does Red Cosmic know the rules of the game? I haven't seen him before. Let's see, he's drawing still. Oh, poor. Does know the rules of the game, but I don't know whether keeping the king is such a good thing. Let's actually have a look at how that went down. So he was pat from the start. So I've seen two people right now who've had these huge pat hands to begin with. Anyway, so I not been a good morning so far. Still in this tournament, obviously, though. Be back in 5 minutes. So, back, about to get restarted. So we have this cosmic man here who's not in a lot of chip poo, and regs. I mean, there's some. I think he's pretty good at this game too. This guy, this is why actually playing in the night sessions is better. But it starts at about 11:15 my time. And so I found when I played this on Tuesday night, I was so knackered after that. For the rest of the day, just had no energy. Even though the tournament itself wasn't very long. I think it's just a case of me getting old. So yeah, not happy with how I played, how I have played so far today. I mean, this tournament's been fine, I think, but the single draws, one hand I really missed. I think I actually misplayed it 3 times, which is kind of hard to do in a game that only has 2 streets. But I think I managed it. And then there was there was some other hands where I folded, and there were people in there who didn't know what they're doing. I didn't know they didn't know what they were doing because I just moved to the table, and there's somebody very aggressive in there. I feel, looking back, I should have just got some money in there. tried to hit. I had these when I had like, big one-card draws and things, or good one-card draws, and then the Omaha High-Low, I think I really misplayed a hand in the first tournament that I played of that, and the second one I think I played actually I think I played fine in that one, with one exception, that the one where I was gonna, wow, what a big hand, and where I potted, I had the nut low. I think it was 2-3 for the nut low. And I had absolutely no high, absolutely nothing for the high. And he's raised that to 3 times, and I just didn't. I potted the river, trying to get him off what I thought was probably a high hand, but no, he had the nut low as well, and he didn't have much of a high, but he had enough of a high to beat mine, and which was basically nothing. So I ended up getting a quarter of that pot, which was kind of crap, really. A lot of money got into that pot. So, yep. One of the problems I face, I don't actually play enough. I don't play enough. Okay, he's gone. 2004, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'll fold this. And I did hit some big hands in the single draw, but I didn't kind of hit them at the right times. It's always about timing. So I finished, I think, 21st in that tournament. That's the closest I've been to cashing today. I think the top 13 paid. 8 places out of the money. I mean, I think I might. I was going to open it on the button, but he's just min raised this guy. So Red Cosmic Dick or Dust or whatever his name is has come in for a second. It's marginal as to whether that's okay. At the lobby, of course, I'm one of the short stacks already. Still very early days. Somebody with this huge QWKA. I've seen him in the fixed limit stuff before, and he's got an absolute ton of chips. I can certainly Tenchi Tom on that, by the way. Okay, what's he doing? Guess I'm gonna fold. Not sure he quite knows what he's doing, but yeah, 762 is just problematic. A slightly better 7. Now he's just going to get it all in by the looks of things. Wow. Is Tenchi going to get out of the way here? Is he going to... He's got a decision on his hands here, hasn't he? He's going to fold. Okay, it's probably the right decision. So someone's going to lose a... Now... I'm assuming Heights he knows what he's doing. I don't recognise you either. Ooh. Okay, so Cosmic Man has gone for a second time. He's going to come back. Okay, I think I've got enough here to open this up. It's really, really marginal actually, but I think I've got enough. Okay. I'm going to check this back. Then maybe I could think about betting the flop at the turn. Okay. Okay. Okay, drawing again. Is he bugger, 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 bugger. I think he might have folded if he'd missed, actually. Oh shit, no, he's just pass, right? I think he's not a bluff, as far as I can see. I think he's just hit something. 874, it's not quite good enough. There we go. Not been a good day. Won any hands yet? That actually happened to me. Last time I played the badugi tournament, I didn't win any hands for ages. And then I won one, and then I managed to. I think I finished 9th, so I just missed out on the final table. Made a little bit of money on that tournament. And now I'm the shortest stack at the table. That little escapade. The guarantee isn't actually very high. So the ones in the evenings or at night get bigger fields. Problem is that if I play at night, well, I'm pretty much knackered the next day and I actually want to do stuff the next day. On Saturday I have to work, so he's got there. Made some badugis, and you see, it kind of helps. And he's a short stack. Get a king 9. Oh my god! And you drew, so you drew 2, and you. How did that one go down? I think the problem here potentially is that you didn't. So you drew 2 there, okay. Oh no, you did. Oh no, so it must be the hand after that. Okay, what happened there then? So you're on the big. What happened there? So you limped in. That's the problem for a start. You had a 1-card draw, so you should either fold or raise there, surely. And you give people. Now I think you have to let that go. Honestly, you gotta. Right, so 2-card draw. Don't keep the 10. That's a bad idea. 9 though you might want to keep, but in all probability, someone's going to bet, and well, I don't know all probability. It's a good chance someone's going to bet. And oh no, nobody does bet. That doesn't help me at all. So I haven't been hitting anything here. Is he going to bet? No. Completely brick this out. Give a bet here. I'm just hoping that I wouldn't have to. That wouldn't happen. So I wouldn't have to show my hand. Let this go. Double suited. It has some. I'll let it go. But I mean, you could actually call that. It'd be okay to do that. It'd be okay. That's a 2,000. Raise this if it folds round to me. If it doesn't, maybe. Yeah, it doesn't need to be open. So I've had a bit of a crappy time of it. Do 25 hands. I played a lot of hands. Wow. I think that out of all the tournaments, it's probably my favourite one. The one where I'd have the biggest ROI. But he's okay. So he's under the gun with a nice hand. He's going to get it all in here. I don't think so. Unless he hits, he's going to. Well, why did he not actually? Oh, I see. Why did he not just put him all in? It's weird. Oh, wow. A little bit spewy there, honestly. Fold this. Gosh. This is the problem as well with having, with not making a good start, is that the bounties are not in play for me. So Daz, I don't know who Daz is, from Thailand. I was not expecting that. Doesn't look all that Thai. Then I don't look very Romanian, do I? Well, you haven't seen what I look like. I could look like anything. Nick Goyeros, are you from Romania? Saw him, I think, last weekend as well. What my notes on him? Mm. So he's up to getting on for 7,000. He's had a very good tournament. No, you see, it looks very pretty. This doesn't it? But all it is a 2-card 3/2 has blockers, which are useful, but under the gun. I mean, certainly in the cutoff or something. I'll raise that up. It's in 32nd place out of 34. Going for half an hour. Yeah. Now this doesn't. It's a slow game because you've got. You can't just shove. That's one reason why. Also, the reason it's a slow game is when you get a lot of you get a lot of multi-way pots, and it's 4 streets. You get people doing this. It's just like, but you do actually get quite a lot of chips to begin with relative to your to the blind. So you actually do get quite a bit of play, even though it's a slow game. So that is an improvement, significant improvement. So what did we draw? I drew 2. You drew 2 as well. You drew 2 as well. And you drew 1. It just checks it back. So I'm not hitting anything today. Letting everybody else come in, but I've been playing for 3 hours. I guess that's 3 hours since I started my. Oh god. So there's a hand. I think I'm going to bet this. I actually need to bet. Okay, I'm going to bet half the pot here. If I get raised, what do I do? Depends how much I get raised to. I wouldn't have been shocked if it called me actually had a slightly better hand, but that's okay. I've got a badugi here. Now, if other people come in, I'm just going to let this go. So he's limping in here. I'm going to fold this actually. And especially with what you've just done there. I'd much rather have a good 3-card hand than this. And once in a while he'll have a worse hand than me. Right. I do have some sort of he's biding his time. Made a really good start to this tournament. He's probably playing the single draw as well at the moment. Unless he got eliminated from that, but he was top. He was fold. I actually have won a hand now. Let's see, what did he have? Let's see what I got called by. Oh god, he called me with that. Oh, so that's a really bad call. Right, yeah. So this is pot limit badugi, obviously. Now I first got involved with pot limit badugi in 2009, which was kind of interesting. And I felt like took to it like a duck to water. They had these what do you call them? These free rolls, these stars free rolls or planet free rolls or something. They had names of famous astronomers as the names. And there was the Holden one had one name, the Stud one had a different name, the Raspberry had a different name, etc., etc. And I played this one quite often. Um, it was kind of a bit of a kind of a little bit like pulling teeth, not quite in this position, but you see sometimes if you had a run, you'd play for 5 hours or something, and then the top, so there'd be in many thousands of players, sort of between 3 and 6,000 usually, I seem to remember, and depending on the time of day, week, I guess, and I think the top 64 then qualified for an actual free roll where you could get money. So, and every time well, I not no, and quite often I played. So quite often when I played this, I don't know how many times I played. Not that often, because it was a huge time commitment. I made that top 64, sort of top 1 or 2%, and a lot of the times when I missed out, I just missed out, kind of thing. So I was thinking, well, in that case, I might have an idea about this game. Um, so I think I had a pretty good idea of my hand strength in different situations. I wouldn't say I'm an expert or anything, but I've got some idea. One thing I need to do more is value bet wider on the river. It's one really real thing I need to do. Maybe on earlier streets as well. So I mean, this guy is limping pretty much anything. So yeah, so it was kind of fun. It felt quite exciting, even though the money side of it was almost non-existent. Although I did qualify and got a few cents here and there in the free roll sometimes, but in the one where you can actually win money. But well, what it did though is it got me a lot of experience. Just playing these 5 hour tours. They had longer levels than this. It was back in the day when people weren't social media wasn't such a big deal, and people didn't want. I mean, already people were wanting instant gratification, but not quite at the same level as they do now. 12 years later, that's how I picked up badugi, and then the end of that year, at the end of '09, I actually did deposit a very small amount of money. Played limit hold'em, tiny stakes, and then realised that hang on, there's people actually seem to have a clue about hold'em, and there's no limit hold'em as well. And I thought, well, back then limit hold'em was still played quite a bit, and I thought, well, if I really work at this, I might be able to make some money, but I might just break even. I might even lose, because there's so many books about hold'em. Everyone, that was already the dominant force by a mile, and it was like, well, people know about hold'em a bit now. Maybe I'll try and find some of these games that people don't know about. So that's how I got into actually getting to badugi as a kind of a main game, and also the no limit single draw, triple draw. I never quite felt comfortable with triple draw. I don't know what it was. Played a bit of Omaha, high-low and stuff too. I tried it almost every game. I tried stud, all the stud variants from time to time, but yeah, I found myself to make money playing, because the thing is with the limit badugi cash tables, there were a lot of them running at the time. It was all the Americans were playing. It was fantastic. It was kind of fun. I'd wake up in the morning, and this was in a period when I didn't have a, well, I kind of did have a job, and I didn't have a job, and I did, yeah, it was a bit like that. And then, I'd play for a couple of hours, and, it was just, it was actually a license to print money, like small amounts of money, but there were it was 25 and 50 cent blinds, the smallest tables. So, for a smallest table, that's actually not that small. And, smallest table is not that small, so, rather than play 5, 10 cent, which I think that was the second smallest limit hold'em table, why not play, or 1, 2 cent no limit hold'em? Why not play badugi, and you could get a much higher win rate. I was beating it for say 5 or 6 big bets per 100 hands, I think. And even then, I don't think I was playing optimally. I was playing well, probably compared to most people. I mean, all I was doing really, something's gone there, was actually, I do have enough of a hand to open this on the cutoff here. So I'm going to go with it. I really would like everybody to fold here, though, honestly. If you 3-bet, I'll have to fold. Oh, bugger. So what was the play? You get an immense number of callers here. Okay, I'm going to go with 4-4-4 or something now. Maybe 3-3-3. Half the pot. Are you going to raise me, are you? Is it one of those? Ah! You might not even have. Ugh, it's just the player who's in the big blind when I'm in the cutoff. It just makes this so much harder. Ugh, I'm right at the bottom of my range, so I'm going to let it go. I mean, he could be bluffing. That's definitely possible, but I'm right at the bottom of my range. Second time I've been at the bottom of my range for what I happen to have. So, damn. Yeah, that's the table draw. My table draws today haven't been good. It's been another thing. I mean, I've had him on my table twice, and it's the worst position for me to raise that because he's in the big blind. I mean, I could, I'm down to 1674. I'm down to basically half what I started with here. He knows I'm going to bet there, obviously. Interesting if I didn't bet there, what he would do. That's a very rare event, that, where you see them tie with a 4-card hand. That doesn't happen every day. Ties are not that uncommon, but they usually, with things like 3-2-1, 4-2-1, the good 3-card hands, that's what you tie with most commonly. Actually tying with the exact same hand, like a sort of medium badugi like that. It's kind of unusual. So it's been like this for most of the day. In one of the worst, I'm right near the bottom. So ROI, you lose 10% just by having him at the table. Probably something like that. He's up to 777-2. It's nearly 8,000. He's had a good. And I can't do anything with this. If anybody raises, I have to fold. Get a 3-card draw here though. Get a free look at my really terrible. Oh, that's actually okay. Okay, and I might actually raise him. If he bets, and what I'll do, I'm actually going to raise him. I'm actually going to. So he drew 2, didn't he? Okay, so I'm actually going to raise him to. Okay, draw. Okay, I'm actually going to commit here. Slightly pat here. He might be. He might have hit. Happy with how I'm playing this hand though so far. Might eliminate me, but happy with how this has gone. Damn. Oh wow, I actually had the best. Well, I had the best hand to begin with actually. So yeah, I was really. I mean, I hit the queen on the river, but I didn't need it. It's a bit heart in mouth stuff that hand. Honestly, I was thinking, well, I was happy to hit the queen because it put me ahead of any better 3-card hand he might have had. But another thing I need to do is think about blockers here too. I fold this, so that was a very useful double up there. I'm happy with how I played that. Check raising him. Yeah, so it's the best hand I've played today, I think, actually, in any of the tournaments. Not been a good day, but I'm happy with that one. Bit difficult being out of position there. Okay. I find I kind of end up sparring when I play these tournaments and he's on the table. I end up getting involved with him quite often. 6667. He actually had that many chips. I'm pretty sure exactly that number. But I'm and I find that he kind of gets the better of me most of the time because, well, he's a better player, I guess. He plays for every hour I play, he probably plays 5 or something. So it's as simple as that. If I played as much as he did, I'd probably be as good as him. Still, you don't have to be the best player at your table to be able to make a profit. I recognise that. All the time I was the second in some of the games I played, especially the single draw, and this, the limit version of this, I was the second best player at the game. And that's okay. If you're playing at a 7 or 8 handed table and you're second best, you're probably going to make some money. Ego in this stuff. People want to be the best. If they're not the best, it's like, actually, I don't know, I think it's kind of a positive and a negative for me that I basically kind of don't have much of an ego. I think but it maybe means that I miss out on spots, miss out on opportunities because of my lack of confidence. But it also keeps me out of trouble. I'm not just gonna think, well, I know how to play Omaha High-Low. There's an $82 tournament. Right, I'm just gonna play it now because it'll be fun, and I think I'm better than all these people. No, not gonna do that. But people do. I mean, I think in live poker there's even more of that. I don't know, really know nothing about live poker. There is a poker club here in Timisoara though, not open at the moment. I don't know if it's closed permanently. I mean, I know they closed it because of COVID. And this, by the way, we're going to be end up in the shit over the autumn. There's almost no two ways about it. The numbers are starting to go up again. It's a little bit it's scary, honestly. It's menacing. You can see the storm brewing sort of on the horizon. And I don't know how Romanians will deal with this. It's being having another lockdown again. It's just, we had, how many lockdowns have we had? We've only had 2. We had one spring of 2020, and then we had one at this winter. Well, not kind of winter, spring, March, April kind of time. And we could have had a lockdown at Christmas. We didn't, but there were pretty heavy restrictions there on all the no Christmas markets, no nothing. And I think that's what's going to face us again. And autumn, the numbers have really shot up over autumn, last autumn, and so oh wow, just to get him. Now I have probably going to be ditching this king, the brat. If he raises me, I'm going to 3-bet him. Okay. Okay. In that case, what do I want to do here? I think it has badugi. What are my odds of hitting? I'm going to call. Okay. Oh, and I win. Oh, wow. That was a really, really tough decision, actually. It's just use short. I actually get. I don't. I get. Oh, do I get some money? I get some money. Oh, money! How exciting! Going to open this up to a small amount. Just. If I get 3-bet, I'm letting this go. You're up to 7-6-5-6. How many? 2 I expect. Okay. If he pots, I'll probably have to. Just going to get some money in here. Oh, he folds. That's interesting. I'm getting up to nearly 6,000 now. I'm a bit lucky there that my Tararimbi, nice name. It sounds Australian Actually. We're going to Tararimbi. We're going to go to Tararimbi today. You know, it's gonna be awesome, mate. Tararimbi. So yeah, so that hand there, I was lucky. If he had patted, I would have drawn there. There's much more chance I'm going to hit than there is of my king being good against another king. There's a possibility of that, but more likely that that was an interesting one, and I was actually an underdog there, a small underdog, 49%, but a much only so if he had if he'd patted, if he had a pat jack or something, I'd have been a bigger underdog than that. I would have been at 30, 35 or something along those lines. So maybe high 30s against jack. I can't actually remember. I should have these numbers on the top of my head somewhere. Actually, if I got my, I printed out the spreadsheet, didn't I? Got it here though. Wow. No, I have it. I've got it on my computer, but. Oh, yeah, I should have it as like a ready reckoner, just there. Yeah. I thought it was close, that decision. Yeah, it worked out for me, obviously. So Tararimbi, you're doing quite well. I like your name. It just makes me feel happy hearing that. Tararimbi. I've got a good 2-card draw here. It's good when somebody limps in, but you might raise him here. Yeah, he's potted it, which makes me think he's got a badugi, and maybe not a very good one, like a Pat Jack or something. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I think he's got, or a Pat 10. I think he's got something. He's going to pot this now too, for sure. No, well, didn't quite. Bet like 80% of the pot. I think it was exactly 80% of the pot, wasn't it? Now I've got a big 3-card hand. Oof. If he raises, he pots this or something. I'm just going to get some money in here. I'm not going to do anything crazy. I just want to get a little bit of money in, so that if I hit, you know, I can make make a nice big pot out of it. Okay. I don't hit, not yet anyway, and I'm just going to check this back, because if someone pots, I probably have to fold. And this is it, you see, this is the problem, being out of position. Being out of position is horrible. If I was in position, I probably would have bet that hand. I mean, I could have bet there myself, but I wouldn't have potted it. I have to fold this. That's a bugger. But, I mean, I didn't put a lot of money in there, so it's a good thing. I have to kind of minimise the damage. Oh, yeah. It's hot today. It's really hot. It's a bit of a... Actually, I met some British people on Monday, and we're going to meet up and probably just have a drink in the middle of town, but they don't actually live in the middle of town like I do. They live... I think they've got a car, though. They only arrived in Timisoara, like, literally the day... Wait for the same amount, just to... If he 3-bets me, I suppose I have to call. Okay, is he pat? No, he's not. Oh, hell. Okay. Damn, and he's going to pot this, is he? Oh. Okay. What do I do here? I think I'm going to go with it. I'm probably going to lose, but hey. Okay. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Not mine. And he had the best hand anyway. I think I needed to let that go on the flop, actually. Well, yeah, I think I needed to let that go on the flop. I think I misplayed that. Oh, well. He does get the better of me pretty much every time. I really wanted a table move, or for him to get a table move, or something. Ugh. You know, I think it was really close that I kind of, you know, against whatever 3-card hand he had. What did he actually have? What was his badugi? A bit 10, okay. So, yeah, he did have a better badugi than me. He played that really well, actually. Okay. I don't know if you knew what you were doing. So out of 1500, that was really... Ooh, crap! Okay, can I come back from this? Well, I maybe can. Okay. I think I might have to put some money in here, actually, too. 60. You can see I have the bounty. Just gonna see what I get here. No, I haven't been hitting. It's been my problem with this tournament, just my inability to actually hit a good hand. I haven't had any good hands. That's been okay. This is actually an improvement. Oh, if they both draw, I'm just going to max this out now. I didn't realise. Okay. Okay. And he has a better hand. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, that's the end of me. It all ended very, very quickly. I probably needed to fold. I basically never do very well when this guy up the top is at the table. It's just licensed to lose money. So it's been a terrible day. I've lost all 4 tournaments. Haven't been anywhere near actually. I was expecting this to go a little bit longer. I was commentating there on something else. But no, it all just ran away from me, didn't it? So that's my day over with. It's been a pretty shitty 4 tournaments today. Got $1 back from an outlay of what? 990, about whatever that is. It's over $13. So yeah, just a bit of a crappy day. But there are other days to come. I don't know when I'll play next, but that's it for me. Yeah, probably should have folded that 6 draw, whatever it was. Kind of close. I found myself getting involved in having to commit way more than I wanted to in this tournament. That was the problem with this, is it was higher variance than I really wanted. You can actually minimize variance a lot of the time here, and gradually chip up. Well, it wasn't like that here at all. It was just, yeah, That was the problem. So that's me done for the day. Not a good day. But I will be back, and yeah, hopefully we'll do a little bit better. Okay, that's me. Have a nice weekend, wherever you are, whatever you're up to, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.